So most spiritual teachers tell you don't chase, attract, right? And the key to manifesting is letting go. But what they don't tell you is how. I mean, they kind of tell you how in theory, right? They kind of tell you like let it go with your mind and stop thinking about it. But that's actually a lot harder than it seems. So today we're going to talk about how we can do it in a little bit more holistic way. So it's the secret to letting go with your mind. There's a precursor step, and that precursor step is really important. Now, stick with me to the end so that we get through the whole process because we're going to go on a journey together. So, what happens when you are told to do something that you don't want to do? Yeah, if you're anything like me, I'm like, oh, okay. Or I have resistance, but I'm trying to do it. Maybe sometimes it's at work, maybe sometimes it's in community, maybe sometimes it's in partnership, and I don't really feel like I want to do it, but I'm doing it for the greater good. Now, letting go and letting God or Spirit or Allah or whoever you feel connected to, right, is something they say. It's a platitude, it's a saying. But how do we do it? Well, we have to soothe the really survivalistic part of ourselves that feels like letting go isn't safe first. So we can do that by telling ourselves, right, a different story than just let go. Because when we say let go, right, that energy, every energy has an equal and opposite reaction, Einstein. Let go. Oh man, we just got it back. But we need to bless and release it and say, oh, thank you for coming to me and for coming to my attention and for being here. And thank you for serving me in the ways that you did. But I bless, snip, and release you gently out of love and care for both myself and the good of all, right? So that story comes in about your ex and what they did, and they were wrong and you were right, and you want to be right. And I bet you probably are right. But would you rather be right or would you rather be at peace? Now, the peace is where we let go. And it comes down to the fundamental belief. Do you believe that you're in control of the universe? Well, if you're here, I'm guessing that you don't. And you believe in something bigger and a higher power than yourself, even if you don't have a name like Spirit or Allah or God or angels, or you can feel and you can witness in nature a higher design and a divine design, right? And so how can we release to that? Well, we can say like, gosh, this ruminating is me and my mind trying to control outcomes. Because I feel out of control, my mind is trying to get a one-up on the situation by telling the story over and over again in my way so that I can be right. And if I'm right, then that's static and I have control. Well, if I'm not right, if I release that need to be right, then maybe I would be better off, right? And so we do that by tuning in somatically. Now, what is that feeling of needing to be right? For me, it feels like a feeling of tightness in my chest and a justification feeling. And I'm like, I will tell you what is right kind of vibe, right? For you, maybe it's a swirling in your head, a heat in your shoulders, in your head, maybe a boiling of a feeling like in your soul. I don't know. You have to tune in what it is to you. And when you feel that, tune into it and reassure it. Everything's okay right now. That story is not actually happening in this moment. In this moment, I am safe and I am ready to love myself enough to release that and to release the need to control those thoughts so that I am not chasing my manifestations, I'm attracting them. So I love myself, and oftentimes adding a little bit of pressure to yourself, your hand on your heart, giving yourself a gentle squeeze. I love myself enough to let go. I'm safe here and now. I bless and release what no longer serves me. I don't need to control everything. I can surrender this to, you fill that in. God, Allah, Spirit, angels, whatever. The higher power is there for you. And if you believe it's there for you, you can bless and release it. You don't have to chuck it away and watch it come back. You can just snip those cords and let them go, right? And then the next time the ruminating thought comes in, you say, there it is again. I noticed that. Whew, I must be trying to control something I feel out of control about. So I'm going to bless and release this again. I love myself here and now. Here and now I'm safe and that story isn't happening. And here and now, I choose to be free instead of right. I can give that up to the universe. I know it'll take good care of it. So I bless and release that to the highest good. Now, once you do that, you can start to feel loosening. You can start to feel your breath coming back. You can start to feel your alignment, right? And it's a practice, just like everything else. You have to practice things into existence because we have well-grooved neural pathways that have taken us down that road many times. So it takes a little practice to groove in a different direction. But once you get grooving, you will not regret it. So that's the secret to letting go. The secret to letting go is cutting the momentum, honoring the fear and all the pain that came with it, giving yourself a hug, loving yourself into this moment, and blessing and releasing it. Now, we're open to the flow of allowing, to the flow of attracting. We don't need to do anything else except allow. Now, I know you guys all probably have experiences with this, so please, if this resonates with you, hit subscribe or like, or share this with a friend who this might help too, because we're all on this journey together. And I know throughout my journey, I have had a hard time in the past letting go, especially when I needed to be right. But the thing is that it's all an evolution. We're practicing the muscle of letting go, and every time you practice, you'll get stronger at it. And in my own life, I've had times when I felt like to let go was to condone. And that's just not true. You're just choosing self-love over a need for control. So I was walking by this guy the other day, and he had just gotten out of some sort of cosmic event, obviously. And he was talking to his friend as I was walking past them with my pup on the way to a hike. And they were saying, and he said, well, you know, the speaker said, what would I need to surrender? What would it look like to surrender? And what areas of my life can I surrender to spirit? And I thought about that a little bit, and I thought, would it be attachment to people liking me? Would it be that my hair's gonna ever be good? Would it be my romantic life? Would it be my health? What would my life look like if I just surrendered it to spirit? And so I thought about that on my hike, and I thought, every moment I thought about it, I felt more relieved. I felt like, oh, what would it look like if I just surrendered that to spirit? Oh, my job? It'll all work out. It'll find its way to, the right things will find their way to me. Surrender it to spirit. My romantic life? Nothing that's meant for you will miss you, and nothing that's supposed to fall away will stay. So you can surrender into that, right? Like, how much would that affect my day-to-day life if my mind wasn't over churning all the time, trying to manage and make all the right things happen? Well, I'd like to choose peace. I don't know about you guys, but that is not working for me. It's very human. It's very normal. But I just can't keep this semblance of control and also allow everything that's the best for me to come to me. You can't have them both, right? Because this managing and this needing to be right is blocking all your manifestations from coming to you and not allowing them. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to choose peace. And I may have to practice choosing it over and over again. Actually, let's be honest, I most definitely will. I'm a work in progress. But I'm devoted to that. And it could be fun. So, what can you surrender to spirit? What are you willing to trust to the higher power, to the divine design, to let navigate all the circumstances for you? Because I promise you, there's a plan for you. You may not be able to see it yet, and it may come in a different form that you wanted, but if you allow it to come in whatever form Spirit has for you, it's going to be grand. So, thanks for joining me, and please let me know about your journey in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, love hearing about what's going on with you and how you've been manifesting, where you feel stuck, and where you're crushing allowing. I'm right there with you. And if you feel like this content would be helpful to other people, please like or subscribe or share so that you can make sure that this content keeps coming your way. All right. Much love and many blessings, and start allowing.